Hey, it's Chef Evelyn and I am back for another video. And today we're going to be talking about why culinary school did not help you create a successful business. I said it, I don't take it back. We're going to talk about it. We are going to get into it today. Listen, if it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you clicked on my face. You probably looked at the title and was like, excuse me. And if you've been here before, welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad that you're here. If you've been here before, make sure that your notification bell is turned on so that you don't miss out on any of these video trainings that I have been bringing you lately, because I told you I was bringing you extra content for Chef Timber. So I hope that you have been enjoying it. If you missed any of the previous videos, make sure that you go back and check up. And before we get into the meat of today's videos of talking about why culinary school did not help you build a successful business, I want to remind you or tell you for the first time, if you don't know, that on September the 26th, 2022, so if you're watching this after this, sorry, boo, you will have missed it. I am hosting a live workshop, not a masterclass, not a webinar, a live workshop on how to transition from your full-time corporate career into full-time culinary entrepreneurship. So maybe you started your business on the side, maybe you're ready to dip your toe in, but you need to know how to replace that wonderful corporate income that you have, that high-level corporate income that you have generated over the years. You need to know how to replace that with your culinary business. And so we are going to be actually walking through, and you are going to be creating a step-by-step plan on how to transition with confidence, knowing that your business will and can generate consistent income. We're also going to be helping you create a step-by-step strategy so that your business can pull the kind of prices and the kind of clientele that will get you back to or even exceed your corporate income, and everything that needs to happen in between. So if you're like, yes, Evelyn, that's me. I'm still in my corporate job. I've been, moonlighting in my culinary business for too long and I'm ready to go. You ready to go? Okay, head over to FromCorporateToCulinary.com. Sign for the workshop. If you've already transitioned out of corporate America and you're still trying to figure out how to get your business to exceed that previous six-figure salary that you had, join me in the workshop from corporatetoculinary.com. And I will say this, I'm a kind of person that if there is a VIP opportunity, you usually can sign me up, right? I always want the best experience. And so there is an opportunity for you to enhance your workshop experience by adding a 90-minute private one-on-one call with me, where we can go even deeper and even more custom into your exit plan, your exit strategy. So if you want the workshop and a private one-on-one call with me to go with that, we can have the call before or after the workshop, then make sure you sign up for that. There's only a limited amount of spots available, so you want to make sure you grab it if you haven't grabbed one already. So now that we've got the announcements out of the way, let's get into why culinary school didn't exactly help you create a successful business. So here's the thing. At the end of the day, most people, when they graduate from culinary school, they want to have a successful food business that will allow them to quit their corporate job while maintaining or exceeding your current standard of living. None of us want to downgrade our lifestyle just because we want to pursue our passion full time. Like, if that is you, if you're willing to downgrade your lifestyle to pursue your passion, let me know in the comments, because I don't know how to help you do that. I do not know how to help you do that. And I think it sucks that for so many of us to pursue our true passion, we have to do so in lieu of great earning potential. There has been this belief or this probably this reality that being a chef is a very labor intensive blue collar, which is not a phrase that I really enjoy, but that's the way it's been portrayed. And I want you to know, and I want you to see and believe that there's another way, right? But your goal here is to be both passionate, right? Have something that you're passionate about and profitable. Okay. So the foundation for the passionate, profitable business is to create a business model that is capable of generating the kind of revenue that can exceed your corporate salary. So a lot of times we are in love with business models that don't have the potential to earn the kind of income that will replace our corporate salary. The things that trips so many people up is the service that you want to have has limited earnings potential. If you want to have a business that all you do is dinner for twos, you can do that, but either you're going to be working a lot or you're not going to reach your income potential. So let's use that as an example. Let's just say you want to host private dinner parties for couples, right? 2 people. But let's say you want to make $10,000 a month. For number's sake, 10 is the easy number, $10,000 a month. So dinner parties, typically you will profit $500 to $600 before expenses, right? Okay, great. So if you want to even see $10,000 a month in cash coming into your business, you'll have to do like at a minimum of 20 dinner parties in a month. So that's 5 dinner parties in a week. And that doesn't include all the time you need for prep, shopping, marketing your business, all the other things that comes with running a business, right? And that's just in revenue. If you want to see $10,000 in profit, in net revenue, in net profit minus expenses, we're looking more at like 30, okay? Do you really have the capacity? Come on. To do every single day of the month, to do 30 dinner parties for couples in a month? No, it's because that model does not work. Your business model needs to be built around how you want to live, how you want to cook, and how you want to work, okay? Most coaching programs, coaches, teaches people how to build the business first. Oh, this is the business you want to build? Great. Let's build it. And then you build it. And then you're left to try to figure out how to fit your life around what you built. Okay. But what I teach my clients and what I teach in my programs is you have to be very clear on how you want to live first. And then we pick the right business model based on what you want to do, how much you want to earn, how you want to live. And then we build your business based off of that. And we build it around your life. And that business model needs to be built and working before you quit your corporate job. It needs to be built and working, 2 things, built and working before you leave your corporate job. And one of the reasons why, and I know it's not always the most popular, but one of the reasons why I recommend my clients stay at their jobs while going through my programs or anybody's programs is because it gives you the time to build your business first with a lot less stress, with fewer stress triggers, right? Building your business before you leave allows you to test the validity of all your dream business ideas without the stress of it has to work immediately. The clock starts ticking, the mortgage is due, the car payment is due, these student loans on a degree that I really don't even want to use anymore are due, right? So I always say it's not, the most popular response, but I've seen people quit prematurely and then struggle. And so they don't even have time to build a business properly because now they're in hustle mode, right? And they're using hustle tactics because they're just trying to get income in the door. And so it can be very challenging for those people to implement sustainable strategies, right? And so what I find is that most people don't fail at their business because they're not good chefs. They just don't know business. So just like you had to go to college to learn how to do your job, culinary school teaches you how to cook. It does not teach you business, right? And they just don't know the business. And all of those fantasy services that you've dreamed of usually aren't designed to scale. They're probably great as a side hustle or I just want to make a little money with my cooking skills, but they're definitely not designed to scale, right? And so even if you saved money, you quit your job, because a lot of popular advice is like, save 6 months to a year of living experiences. Like, why would you want to burn through that? Your focus right now should be to create a business that generates consistent income. And I know your last coach or the last program or the last internet guru that you listened to probably told you to use your job so you can have a cushion when you quit, right? Like, and here's the perspective shift that I want you to have is that just saving up 6 months still doesn't guarantee that in 6 months you will have learned to create a profitable business. So you could burn through the 6 months to the year of living expenses and still have not figured out how to make your business do what you wanted to do. And I've seen it so many times. We have to think beyond 6 months, right? Or a year. So I don't want your only strategy to be, let me just save up enough money and hope that it works out by then. Like that's not, that to me, that's a dangerous path to take, right? And then there's this whole, population of people who are spreading the message, leap and the net will appear, or step out on faith advice. And let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with stepping out on faith. I agree that you should believe in yourself and have the faith that things will all work out. I 100% believe that. However, faith without works, if we finish this phrase, is dead being alone. So you can step out on faith, but if you don't know what the work is, you can have all the faith in the world and still be lost and confused and the business not working. It will not work if you're not doing the work and coming up with the proper proven strategy to make it work. Okay, so here's the last one that I will address. And when you hear it, I want you to shut it down, run in the opposite direction. Is the people who would tell you to sleep when you're dead. Okay, it's this entire hustle mentality that so many entrepreneurs get sucked into. And listen, it's not for people at our stage of life. Like that is, if you fresh out of high school and you want to do the whole sleep when you're dead thing, I don't recommend it then either. But like that's for them. We have already built successful careers. We have already built a certain lifestyle. We're going to bed on time, right? We are going to get our sleep, right? And that's not that I'm not a fan of working diligently and having grit. I think that's important if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, but we're not on that sleep when you're dead mentality. We want as many days off as possible, as a matter of fact, and we shouldn't have to go broke in our businesses to afford that. So here's the better approach that I take with my clients. I give my clients 3 things to focus on that will define their business and set the tone for how profitable they will be, which is number 1, you need to know and define your distinctive culinary point of view. So that's the first thing. The second thing is you need to know who your target market is. I know we think that just because everybody eats, that then everybody is our target market. And I hate to break it to you, but that is untrue, right? And the third thing is you need to craft your signature service that you want to be known for so you can create a high-end culinary brand and business structure around it. We take this approach because it creates a business foundation that is sustainable, okay? Your business is not a fancy hobby. My approach gives you what I like to call attitude money so that you can leave your job when you want to leave and not have to leave just because you're frustrated. I feel like that's the worst time to leave anyway. It kind of burns bridges. But if you tell people, you know what, thank you so much. I've learned so much here, whatever. I'm finally ready to follow my passion. This is the season of life that I'm moving into. You will leave with support. You will leave with encouragement. And you may even leave with some clients in your back pocket, right? So we're going to be talking about all of this in the Corporate to Culinary Masterclass. And the reason why culinary school wasn't good for your business, right, is because culinary school doesn't teach you business. It teaches you how to be a better cook. And so this assumption that we went to college to learn our skill set, we're like, oh, that's the skill set that I need. That's the same thing that I need to do. But here's the thing, that degree didn't teach you business either. It taught you a very specific skill set, and more than likely, it didn't even teach you how to be a great employee. You had to learn how to become a good employee, right? So Listen, if you're like Evelyn, yes, I need to get on a path to have a sustainable business. I don't want to do the hustle and grind. I don't want to do the sleeping I'm dead. I don't want to wait till I'm 65 when I retire to do this. I don't see myself staying in my job another 5, 10, 15 years. I want to get on the path to doing it now. Then join me on September the 26th in the From Corporate to Culinary workshop so we can get you the heck up out of that job. Like, we're sliding into the last part of the year. It's like, are you really going to wait another year or two before you even get on the path to saying, I've really got to figure out how to make this thing work for me? So if that's you, go to FromCorporateToCulinary.com and I will see you in my next video. Peace.